This is Sonya Doswell with Solminod, and here we are this evening for another amazing film premiere in Des Moines, Iowa, called Our Fathers. And I'm standing here with one of my set assistants, Izzy. Izzy, how are you tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great. Thank you so much for being here. What do you think of all this?
I think that it's starting to build up, and I'm pretty excited to see what the turnout is and watch the film.
It'll be exciting. Can you believe it's all done right here in Iowa?
No, actually, I've never, it's really awesome to experience something like this, and, where you wouldn't usually hear about it, so.
Yep, absolutely. This will be exciting. Well, I thank you so much for joining the Solminod media team tonight, and I thank you for being my intern here throughout the summer of 2012. It'll be exciting, won't it?
I know. I'm so excited. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us, Izzy. Enjoy the evening. Hey, good evening. Here we are at the film premiere of the film called Our Fathers right here at the Floor Cinema in Des Moines, Iowa. And I have none other than the beautiful Andi, who's one of my set assistants for the evening here on the Solminod media team. Andi, welcome.
Thank you.
You excited to be here?
Very excited. It's something different that I've never experienced, so I'm really happy.
Fantastic. I'm so glad that you're here and willing to help out and serve in this capacity. Have you ever been involved in a film premiere before?
I haven't, but it looks pretty exciting. We've got a big crowd over here, so it looks awesome.
Indeed it is. Well, thank you so much. I'm looking forward to seeing the film, aren't you?
I am very excited.
Thank you very much for being here, and looking forward to working together in the future, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Let's go see how Our Fathers turns out, right?
Right.
Thank you, dear. Bye. Hey, this is Sonya Doswell. Here we are at the Red Carpet Affair at the premiere of Our Fathers, and we have none other than Mike Pace in the house. How are you doing this evening, Mike?
Great. Nice to see you again.
Thank you. Wonderful to see you as always. And so tell me, this short film is about two fathers, and you play the role of?
I play Cliff, and Cliff has a lovely daughter named Megan who falls in love with Todd. And the story sort of unfolds as the two of them fall in love.
And how old are these children?
They're young adults, I would say early 20s.
Okay. And is there some sort of conflict between the fathers?
There sure is.
A little bit, huh?
The conflict is that Barry, the other father, is a very devout Christian, and I'm a non-believer. And so we don't want these kids to get married. We call them kids or young adults. We don't want them to get married. And
a bit of a mismatch, huh?
Well, we're really stepping into their lives is what it amounts to, and trying to push our will on the whole situation. And it's fun, it's amusing, it's thought-provoking, and it really kind of parallels what's going on in the world today. Maybe in our political climate, when you think about it, because it's such a partisan world. Everybody is so locked into ideas, non-compromising. Nobody wants to listen to the other guy's point of view, and I think I know everything.
Yes.
And Barry thinks he knows everything. So there's gonna be come to Jesus, excuse the expression, meeting, and that's kind of where this goes, and then we see what happens. But a whole lot of fun, and some great young actors and actresses. It was a whole lot of fun for us old guys to hang out with them.
Now, you've been in the industry for quite a number of years, haven't you?
Oh, yeah. I haven't done that many films, though. I've done a lot of corporate work and spokesperson work and voice work and that kind of thing, and I've really done a handful of films where I could really act rather than play a spokesperson or something. So this was fun, really fun.
And of course, you get to do it with one of your best buddies and colleagues and sidekicks, if I may say.
Not just that, but one of the best actors in Iowa, Stevie, and I'm kind of hanging on for dear life.
I'm sure he would say the same thing. I know he thinks highly of you as well.
We love to work together. Of course, we've been partners in business and great friends for a long, long time. So there's a little natural chemistry there that really works. Yeah.
Yes, I've seen you two in action together, and you are something else. You really work off one another.
We do have fun. We do.
So an absolute delight to make this film?
Oh, gosh, what a great fun weekend. It was, I had to marvel at Scott Thompson, who shot and edited this thing. Well, the shooting was really 2 days and a little, maybe one extra morning. Tremendous job of realizing how fast we have to work and keeping things moving, and I just thought Scott did a great job.
Fantastic. Well, I thank you so much for stopping by the red carpet.
Great to see you, and we'll see how everybody. I've got my car running in case we need to hurry out of here.
I doubt that you need to hurry out. In fact, it might be a little bit difficult, but I'd love to talk with you again after we all watch the film. Is that all right?
Fun. That'd be great. Thank you again.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Mike. This is Sonya Doswell with Solminod, and I'm enjoying myself. My goodness, here we are at a red carpet event at the movie premiere of Our Fathers. And we have Steve Matthews here with us. Steve, how are you tonight?
I am fine. How are you doing?
I am thrilled, delighted to be here.
Well, me too. It's fun.
Well, let's talk about this. So you're playing one of the fathers, huh?
I am. I'm Barry.
You're Barry, and I think Barry works for you.
Pardon?
I think Barry works for you.
Barry, yes. I'm a good Barry. I'll be whatever they need me to be.
So you enjoyed making this film, huh?
Oh, we had a wonderful time. I mean, what a great crew to work with. Of course, Mike and I have been friends for years and years, so any opportunity to act with him on screen or on stage is always a great time. As far as
absolutely, and you two do work so well together. How about Gary DeSomber, director, producer, writer, and even actor in the film?
Yeah, he's kind of got that Hitchcock thing going for him. If he wrote the movie and he puts the movie on, he's going to be in the movie somewhere. No, great guy, fun to work with, and good writer, great ideas.
Mm-hmm. And I understand he's working on several projects even as we speak, isn't he?
Yes, he is. He's got another big project he's hoping to get started on in June, I believe, and has already asked Mike and I if we would be a part of that, and haven't seen a script yet, but it sure sounds like fun.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure it'd be a resounding yes, because he's just a thrill to work for, isn't he?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Great guy.
So how long have you been in the industry exactly?
Oh my, what industry are we talking?
Film, acting, entertainment, comedic work?
I started in radio when I was 16. Does that count?
Absolutely.
And was in a rock and roll band before that. Does that count?
Sure.
Okay, so
what did you do in this rock and roll band?
Drummer, singer, whatever.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah, the rhythm guy. Yeah.
So many years you have been in the
Oh,
industry.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And you have many more years to go.
Well, we hope so.
And I'm sure this film, in addition to the other projects that Gary has coming up, will be going to other festivals and being considered for other awards as another short, correct?
Oh, I assume so. Yeah, I've not talked to Gary about what his plans are for this particular film, but I'm sure he will. I'm sure it'll be well shown.
Well, you enjoy yourself tonight. I was wondering if we can have a little chat afterwards.
I think that's possible. You bet.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Steve Matthews, for stopping by the red carpet. This is Sonya Doswell here with Solminod, and we are at the film premiere of Our Fathers at the Floor Cinemas in Des Moines, Iowa. We have Jarrett Brown here with us, who plays the role as Carl. Is that correct?
Yep. Carl is the younger brother, and he's kind of a wild card. Everybody may be against the wedding, and Carl likes to kind of spice it up. He likes to be a troublemaker. He's a provocateur.
And he is, and so does it cause much trouble then in the film?
Well, yeah, I'd like to think he does. I mean, he doesn't let stuff stand, and he enjoys life. Carl enjoys life in the film, definitely.
I'm looking forward to see exactly what all Carl does to stir things up. So, Jarrett, let's talk a little bit about your acting background. Have you had much experience here, working in film or commercials or stage?
Well, I'm new to Des Moines. I'm new to the Des Moines area since September.
Where are you from?
I'm from Portland, Oregon, acting-wise. Originally from Wisconsin. I'm Portland, Oregon. I've been acting for about 4 years, doing short films, commercials.
I'm from Seattle, so Portland is our little sister city.
Yes,
we love the Pacific Northwest, don't we?
Yes, God, we do. We miss it very much.
Yes, we do. Our feet are webbed, right?
Yes, our feet are webbed. We get used to the rain. All this sun is killing us. Yeah.
What do? We look at it and we're not even sure how to react, are we?
It's just April. It's supposed to be wet out. What's going on? And what are these lightning storms going on? I'm not used to that.
They're incredible, aren't they?
Yeah. I mean, it's supposed to be wet, but it's not supposed to come down that hard, Yeah.
So talk to me about what it was like to work with Steve Matthews and Mike Pace, for example.
They're just so funny. I mean, they're constantly laughing it up and working off each other. I'm sure everybody's saying that. They make each other laugh, and they're funny alone, but when they're together, I'm surprised this thing got filmed,
Kind of like Robin Williams and Dan Aykroyd being in the same room together, right?
Yes, exactly. And then they just like, okay, we still got a film to go here. Let's get back to work.
And how about with Susan Wynn-Lunning? What was that like?
I love Susan. I take acting. I've been acting with Susan for a little bit, and she's great. I mean, she's she's Susan. She's one of a kind. She's got a great personality.
Yeah, she is. She's just a light, isn't she?
No, she's really a friendly person, and she's like, everybody time you meet her, she's hello. So that's
So
Susan.
how did you meet up with Gary DeSomber then?
Just kind of luck through my acting coach, Kimberly Busby. So I've been pretty much since I've been here in Des Moines. I'm like, where's the acting scene? Kimberly, and then Kimberly passed me on.
I heard she's a phenomenal acting coach, and her classes are just filled with actors and actresses who continue to grow.
I've learned a lot from her. Yep. I mean, my mentor back in Portland, Oregon, was Sandra Peabody, also a great acting coach. And then I came here, and Kimberly Busby has took me under her wing. That's great.
Well, we are just thrilled to have you back here in the Des Moines area from our precious Pacific Northwest, Jared.
West, yep. Look, I also do stand-up comedy, so look for me around doing that.
Can you give us a little example of your work?
Oh, you had to do that, huh?
How'd to do that?
Okay, well, there's an Earth Day, okay. So we just got done with Earth Day, and it's like, does the Earth really care? I mean, we're such a blimp on the map when it comes to Earth. It's like, oh, how cute, these little creatures made a birthday. Oh, and they're extinct. That's
Very good, very clever. I'm impressed.
I tried. You put me on the spot.
I did. Well, congratulations. Thank you for stopping by the red carpet. And can we chat afterwards?
You bet.
All right. Thanks a lot, Jared.
Thanks, Sonya.
Hey, this is Sonya Doswell with Solminod. We are here at the red carpet of a film premiere called Our Fathers, and Luke has stopped by, none other than the beautiful, the stunning, and amazing Susan Wynn-Lunning. Susan, how are you tonight?
Wonderful, thank you. Wonderful compliments. That works. That'll get you everywhere pretty fast.
I only speak the truth, my darling.
Oh, that's good. That's a good thing.
So, my goodness, you have been so busy here in this last season with your acting. My goodness, how many films exactly have you been in the last year?
Oh, I think 3 or 4. And always doing commercials and always planning the next big thing. You know, it hasn't really died down that much. Always working towards
And
it.
so when exactly were you bit by the acting bug?
Oh, when I was a senior in high school, my home ec teacher encouraged me to be in a film. Yeah, that would have been me. Encouraged me to be in a one-act play, and we did so well that we went to regionals. But I really got bit by the bug when I did the movie Fortnight, and I was encouraged by so many talented actors to do this full time, and I've just now got to the point where I can do this full time. So,
And that was my
dream.
You are living your dream. And Fortnight was a film that was produced by Jolene Path, correct?
Yes, Joe Venture Productions.
Yes, and this one, of course, is produced and directed, written, and even acted in by Gary DeSomber. What was it like to work for Gary?
Oh, wonderful. Very, very fun. We visited a lot off of camera, and I learned a lot from him, and just as I did from everyone else. And so I was very encouraged by him and very excited. This is the second film that he's had me in, you know, since meeting him in Fortnight, and that was 2010. So
He must think highly of your work then, huh?
yes, he does. So he's a wonderful friend.
Yeah, indeed. And so can we talk a little bit about the character that you played?
Oh, sure. Linda, sophisticated, gossipy church woman, and just in her own little box, in her own little world, and not letting anything upset the plans for the family. And so when this
Perfect world in her mind?
yes, a perfect world in her mind. I had the hair to go with it, so you'll enjoy watching that. And kind of a Carol Brady look, that kind of thing too. But I have quite the reactionary faces, so you'll enjoy that too. It's a comedy after all.
I look forward to seeing that. Can we chat after we all go in and watch the film in its entirety?
Oh, certainly. I'd love to.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Susan, for stopping by Solminod and the red carpet here at the premiere of Our Fathers.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
We have none other than Courtney Conlon, who is here with us. Thank you so much for stopping by the red carpet. How are you?
Good, great.
Excited to be here?
Yes. We're on the countdown, and it's here. Yay!
It's here. It's finally happened. And look at all this support. Isn't this just exciting? Isn't this amazing? All these people who have come out to support you guys.
It is absolutely amazing. It's an honor. So,
Indeed, it is. Can we talk a little bit about the character that you played?
yes, absolutely. I played Amy. I'm the daughter of Linda and Cliff.
Ah, yes. We just met Linda and we spoke to Cliff earlier.
Yes, they were amazing parents. And my fiance, Carl, was also an amazing fiance. So very, very fortunate role. And yeah, it's exciting to be here with them.
If you were Linda's daughter, then you were part of the perfect family. Is that correct?
The perfect family. Yeah, I got to play who I'm not really in real life, so that made it even more fun.
Right, exactly. And can we talk a little bit about your background and your acting experience?
Sure. Gosh, I've been officially acting now for about 9-10 years, but I did some theater in high school, and I'd say bit by the bug. I could give that to props to SNL. So my parents watched it, and when I was younger, and the whole comedic role type of thing, that's where it started. So, yeah.
Well, I'm excited to see you in this film and go inside and watch it in its entirety. Can we talk to you afterwards as well?
Please. Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much for stopping by the red carpet. I look forward to speaking with you shortly, all right?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Hey, y'all, this is Sonya Doswell with Solminod, and we are here at the film premiere of Our Fathers at the Floor Cinema in Des Moines, Iowa, and I have none other than producer, director, writer, and even actor, Gary DeSomber. Gary, welcome.
You do it all. Thank you. It's very nice to be here. This is a fun evening. I'm looking forward to this for quite a while.
How long have you been doing this? Director, author, writer?
Well,
my goodness.
I was president of Iowa Scriptwriters Alliance for 2 years, and I've written several scripts, and this is my third movie, actually, but let's see, what was the question? This is the first one I co-directed with Scott Thompson.
Sure.
And actually, he and I together worked on the script, but I produced it. And as far as actor goes, my role is very small, as you'll see. No lines. They wouldn't give me lines. And I've been acting for a long time. In fact, I started I majored in drama at college 50 years ago.
Where was this? Where'd you go to school?
Drake University. I was
right here in Des Moines.
Drama major, and I've always been interested in doing this. And now that I'm kind of retired, now I'm getting to do what I want to do, and it's amazing. We're doing a feature this in a couple more in 8 weeks. We're going to start shooting that. And
what is the name of that?
The Game of Chance. It's about poker players, and well, part of the game is poker, part of it is not. And there comes our bride. Hi, bride. I've always been interested in movies. I've been a movie fan forever, and I've been in some plays at the Playhouse. My son was an actor. He was Patty Duke's son in a Hallmark Hall of Fame movie.
Sure.
12 years ago, and so we just kind of a theatrical family. My granddaughter's in this. She has a small role. In fact, where's Kwai? Kwai, come over and say hello.
Come on over, baby girl. So did you have fun being in this film with Grandpa?
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Have you ever been in a film before?
Mine. This is
Yeah.
my third movie and her third role.
Third role, so this is your third time. So this will be the third, and there's many more to come, I bet, huh?
I guess.
What grade are you in?
I'm in 2nd grade.
You're in 2nd grade, my goodness, and you are so tall. Well, I'm excited to see you act. Do you enjoy acting?
You're next for the...
Do you enjoy acting, honey?
Yeah.
Well, wonderful. I will let you go for now, and we'll talk after the film. All right, baby? Thank you, sweetheart. Hey, this is Sonya Doswell with Solminod. We are here at the film premiere of Our Fathers at the Floor Cinema in Des Moines, Iowa. And I've just been informed by Gary DeSomber, the director, producer, writer, actor, that we have the bride with us. So can we talk a little bit about this role that you play?
Of course we can. What would you like to know?
Well, first of all, your real name, not the bride.
Okay, it's Britt Slater.
Britt Slater has stopped by the red carpet. Britt, welcome.
Thank you very much. How do you pronounce your name again?
Sonya.
Sonya. Okay. Yes. What's your last name?
Doswell.
Doswell.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that was what I heard. I thought that was one full name. I was like, whoa.
What language is that, right?
Well, pretty name, but I like your dress.
Well, thank you very much. I like your dress too. It's beautiful.
Got to do a little bit of a taper-oo.
Tuck the girls away.
Yep. That's right.
Keep everything rated G tonight, right?
Yes, that's true.
So, have you ever worked for Gary DeSomber before?
No, I haven't. My my acting mentor, Kim Busby, had, I guess, introduced me to him. He calls it a look-see or something like that.
Sure.
So we went and interviewed, and that's really that.
And that was the end of that and the beginning of this?
Yeah, so pretty easy stuff, but that's what happens in the acting business when you know somebody that knows your work, so it's good. And she's a casting director as well. So.
Sure, absolutely.
Yep, it was pretty good.
Well, I'm excited. Can you believe the turnout tonight? Look at all these folks that have turned out to support you. Isn't this incredible?
Oh my gosh, Joe and Francie.
Hi, guys.
Francie did my makeup. She was a lovely lady.
Yes, she is. Both of them are.
Look at you guys. You guys are all a team, aren't you?
The Solminod media team. Aren't they incredible?
So Clarke, what? Andrea. Cool.
Izzy.
Oh, wait.
Dave.
I know you.
David.
Dave. And then Izzy. Cool. Nice to meet you guys. Thank you. You guys look lovely.
Well, my darling, thank you so much for stopping by the red carpet. Can we talk after we go inside and watch the film?
Of course we can.
Wonderful. Thank you, dear.
Thank you so much.
This is Sonya Doswell with Solminod. Here we are at the premiere of Our Fathers at the Flora Cinema in Des Moines, Iowa. And we have my friend and my mentor in many ways, Jolene Path, who stopped by the red carpet. Jolene, how are you tonight?
I am doing very well. Just saw an excellent movie. It was so much fun. And Gary DeSomber's been a friend ever since I moved back to Des Moines. So it's just wonderful to see the success of his movie.
Didn't you just laugh through the whole thing?
It is very good. And of course, Steve Matthews and Mike Pace could not be better. Honestly, they are just...
Aren't they just the best combination?
They are. They did such a great job. They're such pros. I'm sure they're going to be in Hollywood now.
Oh, they have to be.
Off. Yeah, they'll be off to Hollywood and we won't have them anymore.
Well, they're both just such natural comedians, but the energy that they have and just the way that they feed off one another, they have electricity with one another, and they bring the best out of the other. I think they're just hilarious together.
They are, and they're always at the IMPA Awards ceremony, and they do such a great job there. But this was just phenomenal. They are really good actors as well.
Yeah, they are, and it proved that here in this short film called Our Fathers. And Jolene, you have quite an extensive background yourself here in recent years in film, don't you?
Well, I started late in life. Lord knows it was late. But
right on time.
Yes, right on time, as Sonia would say. You're so sweet. And so anyway, yes, I've been involved in several films and a couple documentaries and just had a great time with it. It's been a lot of fun.
And your body of work has always been so impressive as well. And it seems that, Jolene, that you seem to have your hands in almost every project that's taking place here in Des Moines in one capacity or another. You're just multi-talented, and you're so supportive of Iowa film. And we all thank you and commend you for that.
Well, I'm supportive of Iowa film and Iowans because I think we need to stand up and be noticed. There is so much talent here.
Indeed.
And if you look around, you can find it everywhere you look.
I agree. Well, Jolene Path, thank you so much for stopping by the red carpet here at the premiere of Our Fathers. You look absolutely stunning, my darling, as always. Enjoy the rest of the evening.
As do you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, y'all, this is Sonya Doswell with Solminod. We're here at the film premiere of Our Fathers in Des Moines, Iowa at the Flora Cinemas, and I have Joe Sharada in the house. Joe, good to see you again. How are you tonight?
Sonya, very good, very good. It's a great night, enjoying myself.
Great night. What a film, huh?
Oh, I loved it. I almost every movie I'm in, I always play a mafia character.
Can you give us the accent?
Well, yeah, I'm going to tell you just like it is, get that New Jersey accent, but this is the first role I've ever had a respectable role. I played a bartender.
That's right, and that is a respectable role. Yeah. And what was that? Hey, guys, can you hold on to things while I go use the restroom or something like that?
Oh, yeah. I had to break up that monotony. They were going to get on each other. So.
They were really going at it. Christianity, non-Christianity. Which way should we go, huh?
I'm going to let you in on a little secret.
Yeah,
that was real beer they were drinking. That was
I was wondering that. That looked pretty official. Steve didn't have much left in his glass.
No, he didn't. And the heck of it is, I couldn't find the soda to use, and I kept pouring the real beer in, and they kept drinking it. We had a good time. It went through real smooth.
It certainly did. I noticed that. It was very smooth. They were very relaxed and at ease, and no wonder they were down in the Budweiser, Heineken. What were you serving there, bartender Joe?
A little bit of Heineken. I believe that's what it was. That's exactly what it was.
I love it. Only the best, right?
Absolutely.
So, rumor has it, Joe, that this is the 5th film that you've been in. Is this correct?
This is the fifth film I've been in. Just this past year, I was in 3 full feature-length films. And now, starting this spring, I'm in 2 more that's coming up. One is called The Formula.
Yes.
And it's about 2 college boys that invent this formula how to pick women up.
Uh-oh. Sounds like trouble to me.
The heck of it is, I don't know what my role is in this film. I have no business being in it, but...
Bartender? Single bartender?
I don't know what it is. He won't tell me. But anyway, this other film is called Another Briefcase. It's a sequel to A Briefcase, which I play a mafia don, and I'm trying to control all these other gangs that are you know, it's just a big deal. But it's going to be an excellent movie. You know, I'm really excited about doing this.
All right, so stay tuned, huh?
Oh, stay tuned. You know, we just got back from Reno, and I want to tell you, there's a lot of filming going on there, but there's a lot of filming going on here in the state of Iowa.
There sure isn't there? Tax incentives or no tax incentives, right?
It doesn't make any doggone difference. And you know something? I met a lot of directors when I was in Reno. They love working with actors in the Midwest. You know, because
you think it's a work ethic issue?
Well, absolutely. They listen, and they want to work. They're not out jacking around somewhere. You know, it's good at work ethic. So I'm kind of proud being from the state of Iowa.
And we're proud to have you here, and we're proud to have you represent us, Joe.
This is my home. No matter where I go, this is always my home. So,
well, Joe, thank you so much for stopping by the red carpet. Congratulations on yet another successful film, Our Fathers.
Our Fathers is great. I was glad to be a part of it, and I'm anxious to know about the sequel that Gary was just talking about. I didn't know that until tonight. But
all right, well, let's get that going, too. Let's get it on the books, huh?
Absolutely. You look lovely, Sonia. I got to have you. See you later on. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Bye. So look who stalked back by the red carpet. We have Jarrett with us, who played Carl, the troublemaker in the film. He wasn't too bad, was he?
Well, you know, he subtly, you know, he slipped some money to the right people, and things kind of changed, you know.
Made things happen. He's a game changer.
Friends with a guy that can play a pretty good fire starter. That changed everything. Just add a little fire.
And was this your first time seeing it in its entirety?
Yes. And
what'd you think?
Even more pleased than I imagined. Yeah, I thought it was wonderful, honestly. Yeah,
I did too. I was very impressed. And for it's what, 35 minutes long? This definitely could have gone on for 90 minutes. I mean, I was completely taken in the entire time.
Yep. No saying that it still can't be. You know, it can get taken.
Well, he was talking about a sequel, I heard.
Yep, that's true. It could get picked up, made a feature easily, I think.
And can we count on seeing Carl in there, stirring things up again in the sequel?
Nah, that's not up to me. But the writing.
But you're ready and willing?
Ready and willing, yes, of course. It was wonderful working with Gary and Scott, and of course Mike and Steve and Britt and Jeremy and the whole crew.
Susan and everybody.
Susan, yes, of course.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Jarrett, for stopping by the red carpet once again, and congratulations on a huge success in the film Our Fathers.
Anytime, Sonia.
Good night. And look who's with us here on the red carpet. We have Courtney Conlon with us. Courtney, how exciting. What'd you think?
Oh, my goodness. I'm just honored, proud, excited, blown away to be a part of the film, and the cast that put it all together, and the producers and the director and the behind the scenes, everybody. It's amazing. It's amazing.
It is amazing. And your performance was most impressive, I have to say. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm ready for a part 2.
I think we're all ready for a part 2. And where can we expect to see your beautiful face again on the screen?
Oh, well, one film would be Molly's Girl. It's actually out, or has been out. And Molly's Girl. And hopefully a few more coming down the line here. So, and if not, some TV commercials. And yeah.
Well, I'm a fan, that's for sure. I look forward to seeing you up on the big screen and the small screen, and I'm so happy for you. You just did such a good job, and I know it's just been such a joy and a delight to work for Scott and for under Gary. That's what everybody's been saying, huh? And yes. The entire cast and crew, right?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, you're as good as you are with everybody around you. It's because of them that you can act the way you do and have the outcome of the film that you do. So I'm very proud and like I said, honored.
I'm sure you are. And can you tell me, what was your favorite scene?
I'd have to say my favorite scene I think the exchange between, really any of the exchanges between the two dads. I mean, really, Mike and Steve are just amazing, and as much as they can ad-lib and almost write their own scene as they sit there is some real talent. And
chemistry is quite unique, isn't it?
Chemistry is amazing. So, yeah.
I concur. Well, thank you, darling, for stopping by the red carpet again, and congratulations, dear.
Thank you very much.
This is Sonya Doswell with Solminod. We just finished watching Our Fathers in its entirety here in Des Moines, Iowa at the Floor Cinema. And we have none other than head of the makeup department, Francie Sharada, excuse me. We'll edit that out. Yeah. And we have none other with us than Francie Sharada, makeup department head. How are you today, my darling?
Wonderful. I'm wonderful. I just got back from Reno, brought the Reno sun here.
Yes.
And it's been just wonderful weather, and it's been a fun viewing tonight. It's been a good time.
And what did you think of the finished product?
I thought it came out wonderful, really. It was a lot of fun. And the ending, I didn't know what it was, and it was fun to see how that ended, too.
It was, and as a makeup artist myself, from one to another, I have to commend you on the phenomenal job that you did on the makeup in the film. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much.
It must have been just a delight to work with all of them, huh?
Yes, it was. It was very delightful.
Now, I heard that you guys knocked this out in 4 days of filming. Is that right?
Yeah, it was 4 days only.
My goodness, that is so impressive. Long hours?
Long hours, of course. Always is, right?
Well, it always is, but to work with such a team like that, it doesn't drag it out, or you're not exhausted. It's enjoyable from start to finish, isn't it?
Absolutely, and the takes were fast, and so it kept moving right along.
So can we talk a little bit about your experience within the industry? How many films have you worked on personally?
I'm really not sure exactly how many, probably 7 or 8 now. I actually have been in the beauty business for 35 years.
That's right, correct.
I started out being a pilothermologist, which was a permanent hair removal person, and then I got my own cosmetic line, and I did makeovers in my salon for years, and then I went into nails, and then I got my salon license in cosmetology, and I do precision haircuts and colors and special effects, and I can cover all the areas because I've had education in it all, and it's very fun and rewarding to see the finished products.
Yeah, men and women, young and old, and of all races.
Yep, and you get to call the shots. They don't get to tell you what they want, so you get it.
That's right. Well, your work is just phenomenal, and I commend you, and I congratulate you on a successful film, and I hope that Our Fathers goes places. I'm sure that it will.
I'm sure it will, too. Thank you so much, Sonia.
Thank you for stopping by the red carpet.
All right, thanks now.
Okay, so here we are at the Floor Cinema in Des Moines, Iowa. We just finished watching Our Fathers in its entirety, and here we have Gary DeSomber with us. Congratulations, Gary.
It's very fun. It's very exciting. It's very, I don't know how to say it. It's just after so much time and so much effort to have finally the fruition of it.
And who do we have joining us on the red carpet?
My nephew, Dennis.
Hi.
Hi, Dennis. Welcome.
Thank you.
He has a distinct, well, you can tell it.
I think I was the lead actor in his very first film.
Very first film last year, 10 years ago? Exactly when was this?
I think I was 10 and he was 13.
A little more than 10 years ago, huh, boys?
A little cowboy film and a chase and some shooting.
I don't know if he had the lead.
Well, I was the only one in the actor.
Oh, that's right. He was the only one in it. Well, I was experimenting with my little Super 8.
I'm trying to remember the day, the end of it, and I can't remember if I got killed off or not.
I don't know. We were shooting each other with cap pistols. That was the beginning of, this is the end. I mean, so far, up to now.
My goodness. So it's in the family.
So he's been working on this film for a long time.
Yeah, apparently so.
We're talking 60 years, oh God, 60 years ago. Well.
60 years, my.
So, okay, I don't know what else to say except I hope you're enjoying talking to all the people. And
I am. I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. I'm just so impressed with this turnout. Can you believe all the people that came out? My goodness.
It was very nice.
What a great show of support.
Nice things to say.
They do. It just was such an impressive film.
They were a touchy subject, and yet we did it with humor, and nobody seems to walk away mad.
Oh, no, nobody. Not at all.
Nothing to be mad about.
No need to be mad at all.
Say hello to a couple
Thank you so much. Good night.
Bye,
Hey, Sonya Doswell for Solminod here, reporting in Des Moines, Iowa at the Flora Cinema. We have Britt Slater with us after we've just finished watching the movie in its entirety, and Susan Wynn-Lunning. Hello, ladies. Congratulations.
Hello.
Tell me, what did you think?
Oh, it all worked together very smoothly. It was very nice to be part of this project. So,
was it what you expected?
I had seen the movie actually before.
Okay.
But yes, it was what I had thought. Yeah.
It was tonight your first time seeing it on the big screen?
Yes, of course.
Mm-hmm. A little bit different that way, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. It's bigger and better, so, yeah.
So in the film, she was your daughter, correct?
No, she was my
how do you daughter-in-law? Yes, daughter-in-law.
Daughter-in-law.
Mm-hmm. And there was all the conflict going back and forth about varying religious beliefs and so forth. I love the banter between Mike and Steve. Wasn't it great?
Yes,
it was very funny. Very real too.
Yeah, very real. And Susan, how about your reactions? Oh my goodness, she was quite expressive, wasn't she?
It was so refreshing to hear everyone laugh. I really...
and we laughed,
and that's what it's about. You know, it was all part of the message. I played a small role in the message, but it was so fun, and I enjoy comedy, and it was a great way to help the message get passed along. I think so.
And that message might be something about just take a step back. I mean, for those who are Christians and who do believe in Jesus, you know, where is the love in being so hateful and cold and cruel to other people, right? And the character you played was wound up a little tight, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was. I was in my own little box, you know?
I don't think it ever feels good to push something or someone out. And I know that everybody that does that, even though they have really strong feelings for it, they still know it feels bad, you know? I mean, and so it's good to just kind of balance yourself to figure out how can I feel the way I feel, but yet not push someone else out, you know what I mean?
Right.
So
well, and you know, we're to love everybody regardless of their views. You can still love them. You may not love their views. Yeah. You know, I think the Bible says that God hates the sin, not the sinner.
Yeah.
Right.
Of course.
Definitely. Sure. I thought it was a great way how it all transitioned with the father's understanding, you know, the world they're in, and you know what they've each done. You know, social worker and a counselor and a Christian counselor and an atheist counselor. So it was a really good combination to get the message out.
You know, I thought that it was, and they had a lot of respect for one another. They had a lot in common, and they ultimately laid their differences aside, didn't they?
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
Decided not to be quite as intrusive in the children's lives.
Right. And, you know, there comes to be an age, too, where we have to try not to control. We have to let go as parents and that kind of thing. But, oh, my. Oh, dear.
She's back.
What happened?
Well, Britt and Susan, thank you so much for stopping by the red carpet. We're thrilled for you. Congratulations, ladies. And we'll talk next time. Thank you. This is Sonya Doswell with Solminod, and I cannot help but laugh when I get around these two gentlemen here. Mike Pace and Steve Matthews, my goodness, what a team you gentlemen are. Congratulations on the film Our Fathers.
Well, thank you. Gosh, it was, you know, we had a nice turnout and some good comments.
You bet. Makes you feel good.
Really fun.
Yes, it does.
Whole lot of fun.
Hey, speaking of making you feel good, I spoke with Joe, the bartender, and secret has it that on set, that was Heineken. That was some real beer, huh?
And we didn't pay for it.
Well, free always works.
Not only did we not pay for it, but we sort of, excuse the pun, paced ourselves that morning. Because obviously there was more than one take for the master and the other shots, and I felt pretty good by 11 o'clock.
Well, there were a couple of lines I'm sure that may have been paraphrased, but
true story.
Yeah, but it worked out.
Yeah.
In fact, maybe in any future films we'll have Heineken with us.
I like that part. Absolutely.
At least over in the trailer during the breaks. You know, I love the banter between you two. Not only in this film, but just whenever you two are working together. The chemistry you have is a rare find.
Well, hey, he's my brother. the brother I didn't have, and the brother he lost, and that sounds a little corny, but
Brother from another mother?
you know, could be. It just could be.
Well, the stories we could tell. I mean, our roots do go back to very similar places.
That's right.
Can you share just one with us here on Solminod tonight?
Well, his uncle happened to be the chief of police in Indianola when my dad was sheriff of Warren County.
Tell me you weren't teens at the time.
Yes.
Well, he was a third grader. I was a teenager.
So you managed to stay out of jail and out of trouble?
Well, yeah, I did. I'm not sure Dad did.
His dad was a what would you say? He was an enigma. He was a one of a kind. He was the only one there ever was.
He
He's
had
a
a
crazy,
unique
fun
sense
guy.
of justice. Yes. One of the great generation.
Right.
World War II B-25 bomber pilot who came home and went to school on the GI Bill, worked as a butcher at the Hy-Vee store in Indianola, as a milkman for Anderson Erickson, and ran for sheriff in '64 because the Democrats needed someone on the ticket. And he served for 20 years.
Well, and he was a character, a funny character, kind of irreverent. And my uncle, who was the chief of police, and his counterpart in law enforcement, was the straightest arrow in 9 states. And somehow they got along well, and they did a good job together.
Of course, that makes me think of The Odd Couple, right?
Pretty much.
Oh, my, yes. Yeah, the stories we could tell but don't have time for.
Next time on Solminod, tune in and we'll finish these stories.
There we go. Hey, thank you very much.
Thank you, gentlemen, very much for stopping by Solminod here at the red carpet. I was so impressed with Our Fathers. I congratulate you, and I understand a sequel may be in the works, huh?
It's a possibility, yeah, sure. Yeah.
No nudity, please.
No nudity, that's right.
At least on my part.
Well, thank you very much, gentlemen. Have a nice evening. Thank you. This is Sonia Doswell with Solminod. We are here in Des Moines, Iowa at the Floor Cinemas. We just finished watching Our Fathers, the film in its entirety. And who do we have here that stopped by the red carpet? None other than, help me out here, Scott Thompson, co-author, co-producer, co-writer. My goodness, you wear many hats in this film, don't you?
Yeah, it's kind of the way you do things. You have to bag carrier, you left out bag carrier and tripod setter-upper, you know.
There is that. Janitorial services.
Janitorial, yeah, beverages, you know. But no, in a small film, you have to do a little bit of everything. And the actors jumped right in and held the mic when they needed to. We moved the stuff together. So co-writing, co-directing, co-producing, it all kind of goes together. But writing is my first passion, and directing is just sort of the fun side of the writing, I think.
And Scott, this isn't your first film at all, is it?
No, this is like 50, I believe now. We've done some other movies, especially here in Iowa. We did a major film called Molly's Girl last year, which hopefully will be distributed soon. And we got some other big ones coming up. So enjoy the filmmaking community here in Iowa.
Yeah, we do, and we've been talking about that because tax incentives or no tax incentives, the making of films in Iowa does continue, and with excellence.
Yeah, there's a lot of good work being done in Iowa. Some of it is done for next to nothing, you know, which is usually the way we work.
Sure.
Some of it is done for bigger budgets, but you know, the technology the way it is now, it's sort of a myth that you need huge budgets to make a good movie.
Sure.
If you have great actors and the right equipment, you can make a movie for a fraction of what it used to cost. And you guys are blessed with some great Iowa actors and some great connections to actors who used to be from Iowa or know people who are in New York or Hollywood now. And you know, it's just a tremendous asset for me to have that access to those folks.
Sure, and I think that this film in particular, Our Fathers, is just a prime example of that. Everything was just done with such professionalism and such excellence, and the quality on the big screen is no different than a big budget.
Oh, thank you. Yep.
So you must be so proud of your dad, huh?
I am. It turned out really well. I was really impressed, and I laughed halfway through it.
And you know, it's always a sacrifice, my goodness, to be author, director, writer, producer. You know, it's just an incredible sacrifice. And so I know that you and your mother and all of his close family members and friends all had to kind of take a back seat for a while, didn't you?
We did, and we're so impressed. It was so worth it. It turned out really well.
It was. I was saying earlier with somebody else I was interviewing, I could have sat there and watched as if it was a full feature film of 90 minutes, easily.
Absolutely, I agree. I wish it would have kept going.
Well, Joy DeSomber, author and public speaker. By the way, congratulations on that book release and the documentary. I saw it, and I saw your interview on Anderson Cooper. You did very well. Thank you. You have an amazing story that needs to be told, and I congratulate you on that. Thanks for stopping by the red carpet here on Solminod, and we will look forward to interviewing you at the book launch, the film launch of your own, right?
That would be great.
Great. Thank you so much, Joy DeSomber. Have a wonderful evening. Good night. Thanks. And we have Dan Parks with us and Susan Wynn-Lunning after we just finished watching the film in its entirety, Our Fathers. Again, congratulations.
Thank you so much. Very fun project. Very fun to get to be with all of my friends.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of friends, I know you are a friend of this film and a friend of all who have been involved in this. What did you think of it, Dan?
Oh, amazing. It was fun to see it from behind the scenes and then to see it up on the screen. And all the people that I'm familiar with, and it's just amazing. And the performances, I can't wait to see it again.
I know, I was thinking the same thing. I've been saying to other people, I really could have sat down and watched it, for 90 minutes like it was a full feature film. I hear they were talking about a possible sequel, and I'm all for it. How about you guys?
Oh, certainly. I'm just waiting for the call.
And the call will come in, I'm sure.
I'll be there. I'll be there. Definitely. Anything to further this film, the film industry in Iowa, anything, to get the message across. And this had a great message, this film. It had a great message. I had some good conversation with a couple, an atheist fella and a Christian woman, and married, and, how they maybe agree to disagree, but they really understood, the submissiveness, how that cannot be as good, maybe, but really seeing how it was abused, how the Christianity has been abused, and I thought it was it put it in a good light, really brought it out to be agreeable.
I thought so too. And Dan, what were your thoughts on this? The whole divisiveness, yet the unity by the end of the film.
I was wondering how they were going to come together with that, because they were on opposite sides, and coming from the perspective of the filmmaker, how the message was going to be, and how they're going to come together, because the two young people that are in love and they want to get married, and what's going to stand in their way. So what was nice was after the film is a lot of comments were how thought-provoking it was. I'm sitting there watching all the people that I know and looking for Susan, and kind of personal selfish things, but the message of the film was resounding, and to hear other people say it, then it makes you think about it afterwards and say, okay, that's what they saw, and it's not quite what I saw, but that's really interesting to see.
And how Cliff and Barry decided to lay down their differences and come together for the common good and the common goal of supporting that marriage of their children.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
They were so in love.
All in the name of love, right?
Yes. Love conquers all.
And love covers a multitude of sins. And on this note, I will just say goodnight for now. This is Sonya Doswell signing off from Solminod. So you be blessed in whatever you put your hands to do. And until next time, you remember to inhale love so you too can exhale compassion. Ciao.